Before the video starts, I just want to mention a couple things. First off, top 5 suggestions for legends in each video are put into a poll to decide who's next. I'll take suggestions until Saturday and the poll will go up on Reddit for one day. After that, the legend will be chosen. I do this each week, and I do it this way so I can have a bit of extra time to work on videos if I decide to. I also may redo some older legend analysis videos I thought weren't that good. You may also notice I change the structuring of my videos a lot, which is just me experimenting with new things I may want to try. You may even notice the things in this video. With that being said, let's talk about Ember. Ember, I think, is one of my higher level legends on Xbox, and she even used to be one of my side mains when I first started playing. Next to Diana, Ada, Mirage, Rayman, and that's actually kind of a lot of mains. Either way, a couple of years later, I'm honestly not a big fan of her. Don't get me wrong, I love guitars, and bow is okay, but it's just kind of that situation where a legend has two weapons you like, but you just can't like them for some reason. I don't hate her, of course, she's a great legend when put into the right hands, but I just personally don't like her too much. Although, she has some pretty fantastic sigs, for the most part. Her bow game in general is really good, and I'd be damned if I were to say it's above average. There's better bow legends, but Ember's a good pick for those. Bow insig and side sig are both her best sigs by far. They combo really well into Bow's kit and also work stupidly well by themselves. I think insig covers a ton of dodges, not entirely sure, and side sig works mostly on people who don't dodge up, but I can see it being thrown into other great combos. Bow down sig is definitely a hard one to hit. I won't say it's her worst sig, because when you hit it, it's for sure worth it. Although, learning Ember to that point to know how to use down sig that well can be difficult if you don't know how to in the first place. A good sig when it hits though. Ember's guitar game I'd say is above average, just like Bow. I think there's better guitar legends currently, although Ember's guitar game can be pushed to a whole new level. Her sigs are a different case though. Guitar insig I'm argued to say is her worst sig. You don't see it hit very often, and with Guitar's kit, it doesn't combo very well with much of her moves. At least Bow Downsig has that purpose of sending downwards off stage, although this is Guitar Insig we're talking about. Overall, not too great in my opinion. Her side sig and down sig is where the power in her guitar game comes in. Of course, if your enemy doesn't dodge up, side sig can be great for punishing forward on those people who dodge away, and down sig, people who spot dodge. I can see both these sigs working well with guitar and by themselves. Overall though, I'd say Ember's bow game is better. Ember's skins, oh boy. She's got a lot of damn good skins, so let's talk about them all. I placed Fangwild Fawn, Ember the Hunter, and Metadev Ember in this tier based off of looks, how they look with colors, and weapon skins. These three skins are overall fantastic looking and worth using. Hell, I'd get Fangwild Fawn if I really wanted to, but you know how chest exclusives work. Holly Jolly I feel like would be put in med tier by a lot of people, although I genuinely like the skin. Considering Ember is an elf, I think, this fits pretty well. The skin comes with decent weapons and color swaps too. Not enough to be god tier, but it's pretty good. Nightshade Ember I would say is close to being god tier. It gives a unique look on most other Ember skins, has amazing color swaps, and decent weapons. It might just be the weapons that set this off from being god tier, but that might just be me. Ember has a decent amount in mid tier, so let's blast through them. I think Modular Rift Ember was a good twist on Ember skins overall, although I don't like the look of this one too much. Color swaps are meh and weapons are mediocre. Still pretty average. I like Dragonheart a lot, it's the main Ember skin I use actually. Although I think the dragon helmet on her head is a bit too big, and color swaps are okay, but not too fleshy. I actually do like the weapon skins though. Star Guardian and Grove Warden have got to be the two Ember skins I see the least. People would preferably buy other Ember skins over these two, although these two aren't bad picks. Star Guardian is actually great with colors and has okay weapons, although same case can't be said for Grove Warden. Both in mid tier, although Star Guardian could go up one if I really wanted it to. I used to run Radiant Ember on console when it was my only Ember skin, and I regret that. I really hate the hairstyle on this Ember skin, and the whole yellow outfit going on doesn't really suit me. Unique, yes. They're good looking, but not at all in my opinion. Even color swaps are meh, and weapons are boring. I guess we gotta talk about Meadow Guard Ember, huh? I was gonna put this in Get Out tier, but then I realized I should stop being biased, so I put it in Med tier. To be fair, it has decent weapons, although I'm not a fan of Rat Ember, and the color swaps just don't work too well. Lastly, we have Daryl. Do I even have to explain this one? Tier list wise, out of S, A, B, C, and D, I'd place Ember in B tier. Why B tier, not A? Well, I think Ember has a good bow and guitar game, has overall decent skins and whatnot, although she just doesn't feel right. Even when being put to her full potential, I feel like she would be nearing A tier only, but overall be around B tier. While bow Insig and Sizig may be really good, but they're really easy to not get hit by, and that doesn't apply for Insig though, but that's really easy to hit. Although with that, Ember's stats are questionable. Speed is the stat most people prefer, and I understand that. She also has 6 attack and 6 dex. You could go down on dex since the most recommended for specific true combos is 5, although the 3 defense is what I really think destroys her. That may be biased because I like higher defense legends, although maybe her play rate compared to higher defense guitar legends like Lucian, Ragnar, and Asuri will help prove my point. If not, then maybe mentioning legends like Mako and Lin Fei, who have guitars and around 4 defense, aren't played all that much because they also have interesting stat combinations. Probably not, I'm just rambling on at this point. Of course, I'm not saying you can't play her or be good with her. It may be a bit more difficult than a lot of other legends, but I think that Ember is worth playing in most ranks. If you're trying to become a pro, then I wouldn't be too sure. I can't even recall the last time I've seen Ember in pro play. Either way, go give her a shot. Who said we couldn't use a little more Ember mains? Actually, I take that back. That should wrap it up for this legend analysis. Thanks for watching and keep on brawling.